examples that it doesn't work.
Well, second verse, same as the first. Here comes the whole field, 2 by 2, through turn number 4, around a complete lap 8.
When this is pack racing, when you're in the pack, you're just a part of it. If anything happens, you can't avoid it. So you just gotta pray a lot that nothing happens while you're doubled up like this.
During the caution flag, outspoken words, Kyle Busch.
Seriously, are we all kidding ourselves? We just sat around for 36 hours and we wreck on lap 1.
I totally understand what he's saying. As a matter of fact, Dale Jr. had a similar conversation with his spotter. He said, tell the 33 I don't want it pushed, and I want him to be sure and know it.
Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, front of the field. The black car on the outside is RAGAN Smith, who has run very well here at Daytona and won last year, his first race, that at Darlington. Back down to Steve.
David RAGAN also released from the care center. David, a pretty violent impact with Jimmy Johnson. You're okay?
Yeah. It was a hard hit. I saw the 48 spinning. My spotter was telling me to get low, slow down, and just couldn't slow down and get low enough. And I'm standing here ready to see the replay to see what kind of bonehead would do a move like that this early in the Daytona 500. So just very disappointed for our Front Row Motorsports Scorpion Truck Bed Liners team. Our team had worked so hard. We had a good race car, and we were just content with getting to the finish. And it's a very shame to be talking to you this early. Thank you, David.
Thanks, Steve. Here comes RAGAN Smith, who moved in the offseason to Denver, Colorado with his new bride to be close to his race team. The 78 is the only team based outside the greater Charlotte area, and that Furniture Row car is trying to force its way to the front.
Last year at this time, we probably said he's a long shot. He doesn't have much of a chance. After winning Darlington and the way that car has run last year, he's not a favorite, but he's certainly in there.
Yeah, he was in a position to win this 500 last year, probably with 10 or 12 laps to go, and got caught up in a late race accident.
Just moved to Denver, but no stranger to snow. He grew up outside Syracuse. You're looking at Marcus Ambrose. I like Tasmania, who won his first race last year, as did Smith. He was the winner of Watkins Glen.
This is our little side view, folks. A little camera we got mounted on the door of the car that's run along beside the 9 there of Marcus Ambrose. And it's a great shot because in the corners you can really see how far down in the track these cars sink. So much G-force in the turn. Look at the side of the car in the turn. And when it comes up on the straightaway, you'll see that gap open back up. And when it opens up like that, the drivers say that's when the car is real vulnerable to getting pushed. It gets real light. Hard to drive.
Ford back to the front. Greg Biffle leading Carl Edwards in blue and white, and Matt Kenseth in blue and yellow. Those are 3 of Jack Roush's fast Fords that everyone feels will be contenders for this win tonight.
I think Greg Biffle, I hope he learned a lesson in his qualifying race. He had the fastest car in his qualifying race. On the last lap, he tried to block his teammates who went on to win the race, and he ended up finishing 5th. So as hard as it is, you've got to work with somebody. You can't be defensive all day long.
But you're right. Those 3 Roush Fenway drivers right there, Biffle, Edwards, and Kenseth, they've been fast all week. And this is Roush Fenway's 25th year.
Back straight away. One car around sideways. It's Ryan Newman. Tony Stewart's teammate has brought out the second caution flag of the night on lap 12.
And I haven't even seen the replay, but I bet somebody bumped him in the left rear.
Newman's a past winner of the 500.
Here he is. No, nobody bumped him. He looks like he just lost it. Maybe had a tire issue. I think he's got a tire down, Larry. The way that thing's sparking and everything, he's got a tire down.
A single car spin puts us under the second caution flag of the night, and the sparks fly.
Yeah. And you can see the right rear tire.
These cars have safety inner liners inside the tires, so they don't go flat to the rim, which is a good thing at 200 miles an hour.
What's a good thing is that pavement that has been put down that back straightaway now. That's a good thing. That saved a lot of guys.
Here is Casey Kane's view. That's Newman just ahead of him on the inside.
Check up here. Check up. Get around outside. Get outside, you're clear, all clear.
Matt Gilcom.
And a great call by DW in the booth and Larry Mack. He said simply on the radio, Ryan Newman, not sure which, but I had a tire going down. Great save by the SHR driver.
I would say with this caution being out here, we're going to be 14 laps. I think pit road's going to be very, very busy. We may see a lot of different agendas and a lot of different strategy, but I think we'll definitely see them on pit road.
That is Trevor Bain, the defending champion of the 500, in the garage with his Wood Brother team, and Danica Patrick. She remains in that car, entered by Tommy Baldwin Racing and a lot of the Stuart Haas crewmen working on that car to get her back into her first 500.
It's her third wreck of the weekend. She had a wreck in the qualifying race, not of her own making, had a vicious hit over off of turn 2, that she wrecked Saturday in the nationwide race, and now we got problems tonight.
Coming around under caution to complete lap 14, and it looks like most of the cars will come to pit road. Steve?
Regan Smith in the 78, Mike, saying that he is pleasantly surprised with the handling of his number 78 Chevy. It's going to be fuel only for Regan Smith, Krista.
If this is Monday Night Football, it's time for the linemen to go to work. The over-the-wall crew for Greg Biffle, all new this year. Matt?
Drew Blickens are calling with just one can of fuel. No tires from 31. Dick Bergman.
Carl Edwards finished second in points last year. He finished second in last year's Daytona 500. The Golden Age stock finishing second and win this thing.
Well, Edwards does win the race off pit road. Hardly anyone took tires, and Newman's got further problems.
And that was a huge roadblock for a lot of drivers trying to get in and out of their pits.
Second caution flag of the day, a single car spin for Ryan Newman.